throwback for sure.
Um, the other elements to the Super Bowl, traditionally, we've talked about this on the last episode or whatever. What are they going to have? What are they going to have for ads? What are going to be the big commercials? That kind of thing. We griped about why do they release the trailers that they're going to show during the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl
Yes.
to ruin the surprise. I don't understand that. But one of the trailers that apparently was at the Super Bowl, I missed it. I if I maybe it was like right before it started or what? Was the Doctor Strange trailer?
Yeah. Mhm. I
Was
don't
it
remember where it
right at the
fell.
be Okay, because I was like, I didn't leave or anything. I don't know where I missed this, but
Yeah,
either way.
it must have been early on because I didn't leave either, but I remember seeing it. So
Okay. All right. Well, the Doctor Strange trailer. What did we think of that?
have you
Dustin, did you
seen
get a
it?
chance to
Yeah.
see it? Yeah.
I saw one, but that was weeks ago. So now I'm thinking that there must have been a second one that I didn't see, and I'm surprised I
Hmm.
haven't really. Usually that stuff pops up for me, and I check it out. So I think that I'm a little bit behind on that now.
The algorithm has failed you.
Yeah.
Was it? I
uh,
mean, just to like, I mean, I guess a little bit of spoilers, but I mean, was it a long trailer that you remember watching before? Did Scarlet Witch appear in it?
Yeah. Yep. So I'd seen it on YouTube, and then I think the next week I went to go see a movie, and it was at the during
okay.
that.
Okay. So yeah, not
Oh,
not the same one then.
is at the end of No Way
Yes.
Home.
Sure. Yeah.
So I saw that one.
Okay.
So you're telling me there's a
Yeah.
new one? Okay.
There's a new one. Yep. It looks pretty crazy to me. I mean,
Hmm.
I'm expecting
It's a
crazy.
lot.
Multiverse of Madness. It should be crazy, right?
I mean,
Did you
it's in the title. It better be.
Yeah. Andrea, were you impressed by this trailer? Does it have you more excited or less excited or you just
I'm not sure. I like the ambition in it. I like that they're embracing the weirdness of Doctor Strange and kind of stretching that and seeing, you know, I feel like they're testing the limits of what audiences are going to pay attention to and be interested in. Marvel's really kind of pushing like, okay, this isn't going to be, our traditional story about, the rise of a superhero and funny jokes, overcoming obstacles, like yay resolution. Um, Doctor Strange has always been a little bit different in that way, but now I really feel like they're running with it. And I like that
Okay.
element to it. Um, but I don't know that in terms of putting together a trailer and having like the kind of rise and fall of emotion and unexpected reveals and, really like, oh, look at this, the height of these moments and, things like that. I'm not really sure that the trailer did that. I'm not
Okay.
really sure it packed the punch that I would expect from a trailer, but that could just be
Okay.
me.
And I would say that I am all for that if they are saving that for the movie. If there's like those
Yeah,
moments where it's just like, I'm
I
glad
think
that
so.
they didn't even hint at that. Because, I mean, I'm kind of with Alan at this point where sometimes if I'm excited about a movie, I try not to watch too many trailers for it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. That
No, I used to I'd watch more trailers than I watch movies. I would watch I remember when the it was kind of a big deal when the episode 1 trailer came out. It was one of the earlier ones where before, yeah, you just see this on TV or in a movie theater, and now it was being distributed online. You could go to like Apple's website and through via QuickTime or whatever, you could view this trailer.
Mhm.
And it was kind of the start of that. And so I remember, yeah, I tried to save every trailer that I could that I loved and I watch them over and over. But yeah, as time
Mhm.
has gone on, I definitely watch fewer. I've watched more now, I guess, doing this show because I'm like, well, if I'm going to comment on them, I suppose I should see it. But
Mhm.
otherwise, yeah.
Yeah, now like for things like this that I have no idea what it's going to be about or if I'm going to be interested, then I'm all for checking it out and being like, okay, I would see that.
Yeah.
But other movies where it's just like I've already heard that it's coming out, and I know I'm gonna go see it at some point, then I want it to be that thing that really lets me experience it in the theater.
Hmm.
And the
Yep.
one thing that I will say about like Blade Runner 2049 is that trailer made absolutely no sense whatsoever. Even though I understood like, oh, it's a sequel to Blade Runner.
Right.
Mm.
And then when I went and saw that movie, I'm like, this is awesome. I'm glad that he didn't like go through the beats where you basically saw the first 2/3 of the movie, and
Hmm.
so
It's always interesting what you put together, and then after you've seen the movie, you watch the trailer and like, wow, they had that in the trailer. How could they do that? That's gave away so much, but
Yeah.
without any context or knowing what's happening, it just goes right by, you know?
Hmm.
mhm.
Yeah,
But
for me, watching the trailer, I remember being hit by two very different beats in the trailer, both of them having to do with Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange approaching her and being like, Did Vision ever talk about, the multiverse?" And Wanda going, "He had his theories." And then there was like an immediate cutaway. And I was just like,
hmm.
okay, that was anticlimactic. Like, I already know the multiverse is here. And because it's in the title, what did this add for me? To like tease me into like, what are we going to discuss about the multiverse? So I just remember some of the moments for me felt like flat like that, where I was sort of expecting not maybe a big reveal, but just a little bit of something more than what did we talk about the multiverse?
Okay.
Just something extra. And then the other moment that hit for me was right at the end of the trailer, where Scarlet Witch is like talking about, you break the rules and you're a hero. I break the rules and I'm a villain. Like, how is that fair? And I was just thinking, like, ooh, this is some good stuff to bring up, like perspective on who's heroes and who's villains. Like, it's a very fragile line in the Marvel verse, and I think in many different kinds of movies where we have heroes and anti-heroes. But you know,
Well, let me
it was
just
it was a kind
say
of a cool thing to bring up, just because,
it's
of
not
course, like if you've watched WandaVision, then
right.
there's a whole arc there that feels more impactful by her bringing that up, and if you've watched that.
But it's not the breaking the rules that is why someone's in trouble. You're in trouble because of the result of the rule breaking.
Right, so
Like
then you're risking
Wanda
it all
breaks the
on
rules and
results.
yes. I
You know what
mean,
I mean?
that's
Like, so, but like that can change so much depending on somebody's viewpoint of like, do I like this or don't I?
well, what Wanda did, there's not a lot of wiggle room for oh, but it's okay. Like no worries. These people just I don't want to spoil it for people that haven't seen it, I guess, but
But
like,
in
it's
in
pretty
the
bad.
end, it is pretty bad. But also on the flip side, like not something that was irreversible, and she rectified that mistake, large as it was, in the end without massive like death.
And then still didn't learn her lesson in a way. It's like, well, I just gotta
Didn't she?
because she's still used that for another specific person. Now you can say, well, sure, this person deserves what is
Mm,
happening to this
I
person,
see. I see.
but it's just
Again, that's
now
a
done
matter
on
of
a small.
perspective, isn't it?
Yeah, see, that's that one has more. There's more leeway there. I think there's
Yeah.
more wiggle room, but
So I don't know.
yeah,
I thought it was like
it's
fun to
difficult to
bring
talk
up.
about without
Yeah,
saying
without
for sure, hey,
right.
WandaVision spoilers. So yeah,
Which, if you
but
haven't seen WandaVision, go see WandaVision because it's amazing and
Very
will
good.
also bring a lot of great context to Doctor Strange too.
right, yeah.
Did you guys end up watching the What If series?
I've watched
No,
some
I
of that, but I
didn't.
haven't finished it.
Oh,
Because I'm
oh.
watching it with Chris, and we're like several light years behind on everything because we have to
I
watch so slowly.
I highly recommend that, and I also
Yep.
feel like there might be a connection between some parts of that
Ooh,
to
sure,
this multiverse of madness.
sure.
Mhm.
I mean, that would make a lot of sense if they're exploring, you know, different things. Like, what if T'Challa was Star Lord, or what if
Hmm.
Peggy was Captain Carter? I don't think I'm giving any spoilers there, really. That's like
No,
the whole
That's in the
that's the
ads
whole
in the previews.
premise of
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
yeah,
And it's not like canon or
The
anything, so yeah.
Yeah, it's I think the art style turned me off from that
Sure,
initially.
sure.
oh really? I feel like they nailed the art style on that.
Hmm.
But like personal
And
preference, it's not like
yeah,
jarring.
True.
maybe
Yes.
in motion, like what, or something like that. But yeah. And then
Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, I don't know. I've heard a lot of people like it definitely has its fans. Like it didn't
Mhm.
do as well as expected, but it has a lot of people that did watch it really enjoyed it. So
Hmm.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think it was one of those things where you just think it's like just a bunch of one-offs, and then they start tying in some things, and I
Sure.
won't get into anything, but I thoroughly enjoyed where it ended off. So
Hmm.
Cool.
definitely a worth a watch if
Good. We'll push
anyone's into
through.
Marvel.
All
Yeah,
right.
if you can read a whole book twice and try and get to the end, you can watch some Marvel TV shows.
Yes, for sure.
Yeah, but there's so many. There's so many Marvel TV shows. I
Three
wouldn't
True,
times.
three
true.
times. Oh my gosh.